No matter what the Democratic Party says, no matter how dog shit their policies become, he will vote in favor of it. He does not support abolishing ICE. He's one of those Democrats that's like, well, you know, if we just make them wear body cams and can't wear their mask anymore, then it's fine. That's what he believes in, is that instead of getting rid of the violent Nazi police force, well, you know, if we just put some safeguards up, like a body cam that they can turn off at any time, or like make them take off their masks, then it's just fine. If we can just make them do that, clearly they'll stop beating people, ignoring the fact that even like we've seen with police, if they're unmasked, they're just going to do the same shit police do. Police have body cams, and while, you know, police misconduct has definitely somewhat improved with the invention of body cams, they turn them off, they mute them, or they just do whatever the fuck they want on camera because they know the courts won't punish them for it. And also, regardless of body cams, ICE knows everyone around them is filming them on their cell phones. And they still have killed people on camera. They still shot Alex Pretty on camera. They knew everybody was filming when they shot and killed Alex Pretty. They knew people were filming when they shot and killed Renee Good. The fucking officer that killed Renee Good was fucking filming on his phone. So clearly that doesn't work. Why are we not calling for the abolishment of ICE? When undocumented immigration is simply a paperwork violation. Why are we sending a military police force onto the streets with armed to the teeth, rounding these people up and putting them in camps for the simple crime of not filing the right paperwork? For basically a trespassing violation. If you're trespassing on property as an American citizen, do your local police show up armed in SWAT gear, you know, get you on your hands and knees on the ground, and then fucking kill you? In most cases, no. So why do we have a special federal militarized police force that goes in, finds people that might look undocumented, but they aren't sure if they are, and they're rounding them up and throwing them in camps on the other side of the country? Why are they doing that? Why are we spending almost as much money as Israel spends on their military for this force to come in, invade states, round people up and throw them in camps, and in that process, shooting and killing citizens? Why are we doing that? Why are we supporting that? We think a body cam is going to stop that from happening? You think them having their face showing is going to stop that from happening? We know the identities of the people involved in killing Renee Good and Alex Pretty, and nothing has happened to them. Literally nothing. They don't care. They really don't. It doesn't matter if you can see their face or not, because the Department of Justice and the Department of Homeland Security will hold nobody accountable. And based on how these Democrats are moving in Congress, they're not going to hold them accountable either. I'm sorry for getting so worked up about this one particular topic, but it's fresh on everyone's minds right now. And it's this pussyfooting around it, this fence-sitting centrist position the Democrats keep taking on a real serious issue that the majority of Americans, by the way, feel. The majority of Americans support abolishing ICE. More Americans support abolishing ICE now than oppose it. So why is Jon Ossoff taking this weak, cowardly position? I don't know. His platform is so weird. It's the most centrist, liberal-ass platform I've ever seen. You know, he supports these small administrative changes, like the stock trading thing, or the decriminalizing of drugs, you know, stuff like that. But then he won't go the extra mile of reallocating police funds for real material change and assistance to the bottom poverty class. He won't support abolishing a militarized, violent, illegal police force after it has clearly shown that it's incapable of acting like even Like even a normal civil police force, which those already act up too. They're worse than the police, which is an incredible feat, by the way. So this whole campaign is built on safe positions that the Democratic Party views as safe, and being weak and cowardly on the more bold positions that people actually care about in Georgia. In Georgia alone, ICE is in Atlanta. Marietta's police department just confirmed it's going to be cooperating with ICE because of a state-issued mandate. People here care about that kind of thing. I am constantly seeing people I know, friends of mine, posting where they've spotted ICE in the east side or in downtown Atlanta or in Marietta or in fucking like Norcross. You know, even where I'm from, I've seen them post that they're here. So this is an issue that people care about, and they're risking losing this election to one of these fucking idiots that I'm about to talk about because they won't take a bold stance on anything. Something that the Republicans, if they are smart enough, which based on the candidate they're probably about to choose, probably not, could fucking dog walk him on those issues. The same way they dog walked the Democratic Party on the issue of immigration, because the Democrats just let them have it. How they kind of dog walked them on Israel because they were able to present themselves as the peace party, while the Democrats, based on the way that they were being viewed by the people, looked like bloodthirsty, blood-hungry warmongers for funding a genocide.